Okay, here we are. We're back again with Nick and Nam with Rebalance on the deck. And I just want to ask the girls, why would you recommend Rebalance to other mums and dads?
Simple. Because it's a long-term solution. It's not just short, quick fixes. It's not like a 4-week program or a 6-week program or anything like that. This is a long-term solution, and that's where Rebalance has really, really helped me. I struggled with consistency. Where I would have a big weekend and then I would find it really hard to get back on track. I would feel guilty about everything I ate and I did. I feel like it's totally sabotaged all the training that I have done. Whereas now I can manage all of that better because I have a plan. I have a meal plan. I have a plan, for my sleep, for my training, and funnily enough, pulling back on the training has actually helped my training. I have much better results in terms of strength as well. So yes, I would say that it's because it's a long-term solution. Absolutely helped me with consistency.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. I've completely gone blank about what I was about to say, but definitely.
and this, by the way, is Nick and Nam don't do this really at all, right? So they're outside their comfort zone, and part of what Rebalance does is helps people just step out of the comfort zone within your capability levels. So it's all about expanding that comfort zone, opening your mind up. So once upon a time, these girls thought it was all about training more and overtraining, but as you heard them say, they copped injuries, they weren't getting results anymore. And when you understand more about behavior change and changing the behaviors that will lead into the habits that will keep your result for you, then that's when you really win. And the frustration reduces, the overwhelming nature reduces. You can start to achieve a lean body or a more consistent high rate of energy or better performance, better sleep, better lifestyle with your kids and family, because you're not likely to go and sit on the couch and be sedentary. You're likely to be a bit more active and go out and explore and do things on the weekends, things like that. So, I mean, that's a big part of what Rebalance is about. Thanks, Nam. Nick, how are you going?
I'm good. I was just thinking.
Back in the zone?
I went way into another zone, like deep down into. I was actually reflecting back on a coffee, and I'm sure many people will relate to this, but it's Rebalance talks so much about habit change. And so coffee for me was something that is a massive habit change for me. And I reflect back in the day where I'd have, 6 to 8 cups of coffee a day, and many of them being lattes, mind you, with 2 sugars, to now where I am today. And that's all through habit change of just making small incremental changes along my journey that has led into a better habit as I've travelled along, where some people come in and just think, I drink all of this coffee, but now I just have to cut it out.
Yeah.
And then they hit this massive crave and then rebound on that. And I'm sure so many people will relate, not just to coffee, but whether it be, any other things. It doesn't even need to be food related, but they try and stop something cold turkey and then it doesn't work and they rebounds. Where I'm at this, I look back at my coffee path and I was like, okay, now I've just gone into, flat whites before cream milk. And to now, I don't have sugar in my coffee, so I just drink it black. Occasionally I treat myself to an almond milk coffee. Yeah. And this is a journey that I've gone through with my coffee, and so habit.
It could be fast food for some people, or alcohol, or something else that, they're slowly reducing over time through behavior change.
Yes.
And it's going to start to bring results, and
it's being mindful about it as well, rather than being reactive and not being aware of what you've already done or where you've been that week, because you've gone through the programs with the Rebalance, it sets you up with that mindfulness of knowing where you've been, what you've eaten, what you've done that week, whether you've had a high activity day or whether you've had a high intensity training day, whether you've done a strength training day, whether you've been sedentary, all of those things you learn to acknowledge and reflect upon, so then and continue to plan. And so those journees are just astounding on how, when you really are mindful and tap into your habitual changes, you think, wow, look where I started, look where I am now. It's
Yes,
crazy. It's
yes.
unreal.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
absolutely. And to add to that, and me with my consistency issues, every time we'd go for a holiday, or it would be Christmas, or it would be Easter, and it would be so hard to get back on track. And we're going away for the long weekend
Yeah.
to Melbourne. And in my head, I've already got it all planned as to how
Google
I'm
the
going to go.
restaurants, planned when I'm going to have my breakfast.
When I'm going to pack.
When am I going to
How I'm
train?
going to train leading up to it. What snacks I'm going to pack along. And I feel so calm and in control going into this weekend. And I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it because I have a plan. And when I come back, I'll get right back into it.
That's it. And that's essentially, I mean, that's the meaning behind the business name Rebalance. It's rebalancing, but then understanding what your balance is. And everyone's going to have a different balance. And Rebalance is definitely not a nutrition coaching business that's going to tell you to stop eating pizza or stop eating a burger. I mean, that's a part of life. We can still get that stuff into your weekly regime, and we can still get you the results. We just need to be working on behavior change of all the other long list of fundamental behaviors that are going to impact your results. And there's so many of them. There's meal planning, meal prepping, mindset, sleep, hydration, stress management, time management, achieving hormonal balances through the way we eat and the rate we eat. I mean, the list goes on. So, you know, if you're a mum or a dad out there and, you know, you're looking for answers, you're looking for solutions. I mean, Nick and Nam are probably two really good examples of girls that have hung in there and they've opened their minds up and they've taken on the behavior change process, and now they're doing things with ease and they're calm and they're not overwhelmed and everything is simple. So if that's what you want, if that's where you're at, it's definitely achievable. And with that said, I would actually like to take a moment to just present Nam and Nick. They're the first two members to become a part of the Rebalance Long-Term Success Club. And these girls have worked on behavior change for years and I've helped guide them through that. But essentially it's been their ability to open their mind over time and their ability to deliberately train these behaviors that are now turned into habits that are just brought their results. And now they're just enjoying life, right? Is that safe to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great.